Hi, welcome to my channel. I am introducing myself, I guess you could say formally on YouTube. I am War Cookie. I have a lot of time on my hand. No, I'm sorry. I'm kidding. I'm a joker. I get really weird when I'm nervous, and right now I'm crazy nervous because I am really new to YouTube. I'm still trying to figure all of this out, but I did make teddy bear earrings. I think I'm better at filming than I am voiceovers. I think I'm just terrible at it, but I'm just going to talk into the mic and ramble like a weird crazy person. I got this mold at Joann's Fabrics. I went there for like fabric because I had a sewing project, and then I saw the other crafting stuff and got lost, and I impulse bought. And this is my current favorite Let's Resin brand. I know you can get like the bigger kits with like 30 something dyes in it, but I've been just kind of mix and matching my own colors. I don't know. Like, don't ask. I'm weird. I don't even know. And the majority of the stuff I'm using, I got from a really cool Let's Resin UV kit that I got for Christmas. And I don't know. I've just been having a lot of fun with it. It's a cute little kit, and it's not the big resin. It's not like the two-part epoxy. I didn't have to go outside and get my mask on. I did wear gloves though, because I don't like anything like that on my skin. I think you're supposed to with Let's Resin, but or the UV. I'm not taking any chances, but definitely I would recommend wearing gloves and stuff and some mask. I have noticed that it does have a smell to it. And I'm using my alcohol ink here. I am putting more alcohol ink than I personally feel comfortable with, but I really wanted the color to pop. But having said that, when you use a lot of alcohol ink and UV resin, you have to cure it for like a really, really long time. I live in Florida. I mean, I could have just taken it outside and let the intense power of the sun cure it, but I ended up just using my little lamp, and two of the colors I did not cure long enough. And you'll see what I'm talking about later when I'm drilling the holes for the hoops, the little hook things. And yeah, it didn't end very well for a couple bears, poor guy. I know. I didn't really measure the resin. I should have. I should have just filled the mold up with water and just measured it that way. On bigger molds, you can use like dry rice, which actually works. But I'm not a fan of dealing with the rice dust. I like to have like squeaky clean molds. I don't know. It's just a me thing. You can use rice. It works. I've done it. I just personally prefer using water and just measuring the water when I come out. So, and you can see I'm using a lighter to pop the bubbles. You can use isopropyl alcohol as long as it's a very high percentage. I think I used 97% isopropyl, which you can get at Walmart. Not that big of a deal. Or a lighter. I wouldn't use a torch, especially on a small little mold. And these aren't exactly the most expensive ones. It's not the highest of quality, but I really like it. Sometimes the cheap things in life give you the greatest joy. Uh, but yeah, I'm just scraping off the edges. The cleaner your mold is before you cure it, it's less work for future you. So I'm just giving it a tap to get rid of the bubbles and to pop the bubbles on the top with the lighter. But yeah, just make sure it's not overflowing. Just a little tip from me to you, and that drop can be dealt with by future me. As long as it's not like oozing out of the mold, and you don't have to do a bunch of sanding and scraping and using your debarring tool or cuticle cutter, which works great. Just kind of minimize the amount of hassle you have to go through later. So, and here, this little lamp can only go up to like the maximum is 150 degrees. And I did, or 150 degrees, sorry, 150 seconds. But here I just cured it a few times on the top and then a few times on the bottom. And, just cure. And I should have cured more. I didn't have any problems with the blue ones, but I did have problems with the other colors. Well, two of the other colors. I think it was the yellow and the orange I had the most problems with. So, and I'll get to that in a minute. So, but yeah, you see how the color came out really nice, kind of oceany slash skyish. So in here, I'm trying to use my hand drill. With when I use my two-part epoxy, I just got done making a whole bunch of keychains, and I used my two-part epoxy, and it was cured to the point where it was hard, but it was still slightly soft enough, so it was easy for me to use my little hand tool here. And I had already knew that this was going to be a problem because with the UV resin, it was really, really hard to get through. It was like cured. Like I said, I didn't have any problems with the blue ones. And I actually sped this video up, and you can see I'm just drilling and drilling and drilling, just not going anywhere with it. So I already had busted out my little Ryobi hand drill there. I guess it's not really a Dremel because I think that's a brand. But yeah, I just wanted to show you how much of a hassle it was to try and hand tool, and I didn't get anywhere. I was actually drilling for quite a while. My hand was already hurting because, like I said, the keychains I had just done, but I feel like it still would have killed my hands. It was just rock hard. But when I start using my little Dremel thing, I put on a mask because that dust will go everywhere. You don't want to get that stuff in your nose or your sinuses, especially your lungs. You know, it's just, you just don't. Like, please, just don't. So use a mask. And I am using protective eyewear because I have gotten stuff in my eyes before. So this is this poor guy. He's never going to remember where he left his keys. But yeah, I just got past the surface part, and I got to the gooey center, and the Dremel just like ripped and just went really far. It was happening so fast. And this is what I'm talking about. Like the center is slightly soft. And when the Dremel or the drill thing got in there and just gripped, it just went to town, and that poor guy. Yeah, so yeah, definitely cure, and more cure when it comes to a lot of interference in the resin. And I do use a vacuum to clean my station because I don't like just sweeping it off because it just goes everywhere. Just trust me, it just goes everywhere. So I use a vacuum, and of course I do play with my little bears. It's very, very calming. But anyway, I got this off of Amazon, these little loop things. I got it for other projects, but I know I actually haven't used it for any other projects. I've been using them for mostly the resin earring stuff. And I'm just hand twisting them in there. You don't really need to wrench them down too far, but you know, full disclosure, like I said, my fingies are hurting. So I use my little jewelry pliers because just my fingers are killing me. So I learned the hard way, don't wrench it down too tight. They don't need to be super, super tight. They just need to be nice and secure because if you twist it too much, you can break them off in there. And I mean, you can fix it, but it's something you don't want to deal with. So, but I did break off a few. So, but yeah, just a little hand twisting will work great. And if your hands aren't dying. So, and here I went the extra mile because I was really worried about some of them coming out for some reason because the whole realizing some of them weren't fully cured was a little traumatizing for me almost. But I just took a drop of UV resin and I used a toothpick and I just dabbed a bit on top where the screw goes into the resin and gave it a quick cure just to secure it a little extra because I prefer the things that I make. I want them to last for as long as possible. So I just wanted to be extra thorough, you know, but this step is like completely optional. You don't have to do all this. This is just me being paranoid, I guess you say. I don't know, overly cautious. So, but yeah, it's just totally optional. And yes, I'm rambling. I'm totally rambling. And here I'm just going to flash cure it with my little UV flashlight. It's rechargeable, so I tend to go a little extra with it. But it's really strong, so it worked out pretty well. And I did do this process to all of the bear earrings, which was a little time consuming, but I don't know, I felt like I had to at the time. But I did end up curing all of them under the UV lamp, after I did all of this. But I did want to show you just the process of putting the hooks on. It's pretty easy. I get these hooks off of Amazon. I get the surgical steel one because it's hyperallergenic, and just open up the clasp, hook it in. It's not rocket science. I'm pretty sure everybody that's interested in doing this kind of stuff knows how to do this. It's pretty easy. Just open, close, done. It's like the easiest part of this whole process. But yeah, I did this one, and then like I said, I did put all of the other bears under the UV lamp because I wanted to be extra, which I guess I'm just extra. I don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do ramble a lot when I'm nervous, don't I? Gosh, sorry about that. But this is my first video, and if you made it to the end, oh my god. Like, seriously? Thank you. But yeah, and I will be trying to sell these on Etsy, but because they're so easy and fun for me to make, I don't know, I was just gonna, I don't know, like maybe $4. I broke down the price, and it's about like $4 or $5 to get a slight profit back and also recomp my expenses. I don't know, I suck at math, so I gotta figure out. I might ask my husband to do that. I don't know. Anyway, here they all are in their wonderful, blue, beautiful rainbow glory. Yeah, so pretty. But thank you for watching. And I guess, I don't know, like I said, I'm new to YouTube. I don't know if I'm supposed to be like, share, subscribe. I don't know. Just if you like it, like it. If you don't, yeah, you don't have to unlike it. But anyway, thanks for watching. And like I said, if you made it all the way to the ending, like, oh my god, thank you. All right, bye.